Hello, Texas. It is Saturday, June 18th. We are so happy to be here for another week kicking your Saturday off right. Natalie and Michelle are both out on vacation today, so in just a little bit, we will be welcoming one of our VIPs, regular contributor and guest co-host to fill in for her today, and that is our beautiful Camille Cower. Good morning, Camille.
Good morning. I am so happy to be here. What a great way to start off Father's Day weekend with us too. I'm so happy to fill in with Natalie and to join you today, Wendy. Like you said, we have a great lineup and we're just jumping right in with today's first guest.
Yes, Camille, our first guest, we have Natalie Stavola. She's a life and dating coach. She is here to share how we can fall in love with ourselves and fall in love with your life. Welcome to the show, Natalie.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me.
I love this, Natalie, because falling in love with yourself should be everyone's first priority, right, ladies? But how do we do that, Natalie?
Great question. So the main reason why we want to fall in love with ourselves first is because the more that you do that, the more that you're going to naturally attract the love of your life or whatever it is that you want to gravitate in, whatever you love in your life. So how we do that is by seeing the type of people that we have in our lives currently. There are mirrors. So whatever we're attached to is a wonderful indicator of where we're at, how we feel about ourselves. So the main thing is about actually accessing our subconscious mind and finding out what's going on in our subconscious mind so that way we can change our behaviors, change our belief system. And that's basically the work. And then you'll watch as you'll just become a magnet and wonderful things will come to you.
Yeah, you're big on manifestation. So, can you tell us how we can attract those things we want in our lives?
Yes. So the first step would be in identifying what it is that you want. What are your goals? What are the things that scare you? What are the things that you're like, ooh, I'm too afraid to admit this, but this is what I've truly always wanted. And you want to write those down first. So that's why we want to start learning how to access and getting back there. And you're not going to get back there just by thinking your way into good behavior. It doesn't work that way. So as you're writing down the things that you want, you're going to hear the things that are stopping you. I'm not good enough. Really? Who put that there? Because you're not born with that. So it's not about thinking positive and having positive thoughts to attract in, because you can have all kinds of emotions. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be angry. It's just, what do you actually believe about yourself and about your goals, and what's blocking you, what traumas and limiting beliefs are telling you otherwise. So we want to look at those triggers, because triggers are not something to be afraid of. There's something that, like, it's so much information. It's going to give you that information of what's blocking you. So that way you can level up. You'll get to that next level.
You know, Natalie, I love that you said believe in yourself. I think that's one of the most important keywords is if you believe in yourself, it's like you said, you can accomplish anything in that day, you know, in the week, in the month. I would love for you to share with our viewers what are some of the red flags for people to pay attention to and know if our self-love is lacking.
Great question. So some red flags to look out for. You'll hear the voices in your head go. You'll hear things like, no, I can't do that. I need to do this first. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't get that massage. And you want to identify, like, how often are you giving back to yourself, and are you depleted? Is your cup full and you're pouring from the overflow, or are you on empty? So it's identifying, where are you empty? Are you feeling like you're giving too much of yourself and you're constantly tired and constantly burnt out? So when you're feeling burnt out and you're feeling like you have to push through and push through and push through, these are some indicators that you are burnt out, you're on empty. It's about, how are you taking care of yourself? Because we teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. So you are dating yourself always. So if you want someone to treat you with kindness and respect, how are you speaking to yourself? Where you're just doing that one-on-one, talking to yourself, being with yourself time. If you want someone to, like, go on adventures with you, how often are you taking yourself out on an adventure? So we attract what we vibrate at. So what are you vibrating at with yourself?
Perfect segue to start talking about dating. So many single people I know say that there are slim pickings out there. Maybe that's some of that self talk they're doing. So, any tips for single ladies out there?
Yes, I feel like we need Beyonce playing now. uh, Absolutely, and this works. I know. So this works for men and women. And basically, what it is we are going to repeat cycles from our childhood. That's what we're gonna do. The main thing is like with dating and with again, it's the limiting beliefs. If we're saying all men are blank or like all men are, we're going to wind up confirming and doing something called a confirmation bias. Whether we like it or not, you're going to like gravitate toward, you'll have blinders on. So it's like, I love calling it with my clients, like a Where's Waldo effect. Basically, whatever you tell your brain to look for, it's going to look for. So my biggest thing is whenever you're feeling off, whenever you're feeling like you need validation, whenever you're feeling like you need to escape, whenever you're feeling like you just want someone to make you feel better right now, put the phone down. Don't swipe. Do not swipe. Put the phone down. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one. That alone will have you like opening up. Check in with what are your intentions with when you're going out? How are you feeling about yourself? Because it's totally fine. I don't believe in toxic positivity. It's totally fine to have moments where you're like, I'm feeling kind of icky right now. What do I need in this moment? Do I need ice cream? Do I need to call my girls? Do I need to call my boys? Do I need to go out ice skating? What do I need in this moment? Because I fill me up first. That's my responsibility. I take care of me. Then that way I can show up for you.
Natalie, I love this. And it's such a great reminder to us, we manifest what we want, right? We bring into our lives what we want, and that's all up to us. And I love, the way that you put all that together, because it is such a great reminder of what we are looking for. We manifest that. We are the ones that can bring that kind of energy and those kind of people into our lives. So I would love for you to share with our viewers, what services do you offer and how can they connect with you and work with you?
Absolutely. So I would also love to add with manifesting and with calling people in, traumas and anything bad that happens to it, not our fault. So I know that can get very confusing sometimes where we can think that like, oh, I called this in, it's my fault. And I want to be clear that what happens to us and how people treat us, not our fault. It's just that when we call people in and we get attached to them, we can see what we need to heal from so that maybe hopefully we don't have to call that in again. That's all. So that way people know, because a lot of times people can think that like, oh my gosh, this is my fault. And it's not. It's not. It's going to teach us to empower our lives so that way, we don't have to keep being the victim to our lives. And so right now I'm doing a lot of one-on-one. I have mentorship programs that I'm doing right now where I dive in with my clients and we go over what your repeat cycles are and how to get you unstuck and how to get you overcoming your obstacles and having that life and that love life that you deserve. So you can find me on lovecoach247.com. And I have like 1 hour package or 1 hour sessions and then package sessions for my clients available right now.
Thanks, Natalie. It's been so great having you with us today and such an honor. And before we go to break, we check in with Michelle Washington, TV style expert and fashion guru. She is sharing tips on the future of fashion. Welcome, Michelle.
Woo! Okay, I'm bringing the party back, ladies. I'm bringing it back, okay? Don't you hear the music? It's a bird, it's a plane. I'm able to leap a stack of fashion magazines in a single bound. I don't have my cape today, but you know what I'm saying, okay?
So today you're breaking down the future of fashion, and it's funny. We see a lot of sci-fi movies. I know I do anyway, and hear about a lot about technology. What does the future look like for fashion and tech?
Oh, well, it is looking wonderful. We are talking about the future of fashion is wearable technology, the advancements in electronic textiles, and it's really revolutionizing healthcare. Now, one of my favorites that I recently said, oh my gosh, is designer Inga Wiglinska's emotional clothing. And that's pieces that change color. Imagine your clothes flashing to help you identify whether you're feeling stress or anxiety.
So, Michelle, is the focus to look more trendy or to help people? And can we expect to see the futuristic apparel soon?
Well, it's really both. It's to look trendy, to look fashionable, to look sleek, and to help people. Imagine fashion that's actually helping you, and you are able to see these designs soon. Another one of my favorites is by Cute Circuit. It is called the Sound Shirt. Now, this shirt is completely wireless and is controlled through a mobile app, and you are fully immersed in music, feeling the pressure and the nice haptic vibrations on your skin through this shirt. I mean, it's beautiful sound immersion. And you can see these not only on their own runways and on their websites, but you're able to order this fashion soon.
Ooh, well, we love it. How can people find you and sign up for your fashion masterclass too?
Oh, well, thank you. I have my website, which is stylistmichellewashington.com. And there's also a tab where it says masterclass. You hit that, you see my face, and ding, you go ahead and sign up. And as I like to say, a smile is always in style. Keep it fashionable.
Oh, I love it. Well, stay with us, Texas. We will be right back after this break.